I'm happy that there is some association with the film industry. These are some very good epithets that have been designed by journalists in order to perhaps present me in a more exciting manner. I just feel that I've had a great opportunity of a combination of both the East and the West. When we all sit inside a darkened hall, we never ask whether the person sitting next to me is a Hindu or a Muslim or a Sikh or a Isai. The leading man has limitations in what he can do. If I have been asked to come at a particular time, I must make sure that I come there. My very grateful thanks for celebrating this day and making me feel so wonderful and nice.
Mr. Bachchan, all these epithets which are used for you, one-man industry, and recently Gangs of Wasseypur had released, and the kind of homage that has been given to you, and Nawazuddin Siddiqui's character, even the way he shoots, in real life, he's actually copying the way you used to do it.
Yeah.
Every single thing. Jab we met, there's a dialogue, Bachchan ke fan ho kya? Kareena tells Shahid about that. So there are other actors, and then there's Amitabh Bachchan, and the kind of reverence that all these guys they have for you. Anurag Kashyap told me that I'm the biggest fan of Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes.
How do you react to all this?
Well, it's very overwhelming to start with. I don't see why they do so, but I'm really grateful that they do. I'm happy that there is some association with the film industry, but obviously this is a point of view, whether it is Anurag Kashyap who puts portions of my film and designs his characters around that.
Right.
Some reflection of perhaps his own youth and the time that he grew up watching some of my films.
Sure.
Other actors mentioning me, I'm just very humbled that they do so, and I hope that I can continue to be doing work where it is of some meaning to them.
There have been a few labels which have been attached with Amitabh Bachchan, stuff like Big B, Shahenshah, Angry Young Man. How do you look back at ABC of Bollywood, ABC of Indian cinema?
I obviously don't contribute to them. I don't construct them, and neither have I ever had a hand in constructing them.
Right.
These are some very good epithets that have been designed by journalists in order to perhaps present me in a more exciting manner. But other than that, I've never really believed in it and still do not. I'm just another actor that is part of this fraternity.
Great. Mr. Bachchan, as I mentioned that Nawazuddin Siddiqui, when he's even shooting in a movie, he's shooting like you. जिस तरीके से आप हाथ पकड़ते थे and बंदूक आप चलाते थे. Style has been a very intrinsic part of your acting. Be it Zanjeer, even Cheeni Kam, Cheeni Kam or Pa, or any of your more recent films as well. That style element, I think it's very unique of Amitabh Bachchan, which people have followed.
I don't know.
And it's very attractive.
I don't really know what they mean by style. I'm just enacting a role the way I've been asked to do it, and what I feel is the correct interpretation of it.
Right.
If that is being looked upon as style, then really I can't say anything about it. But there's no deliberate attempt to follow a particular kind of acting or follow a particular pattern to make it look stylish. No, I've just done things that have come naturally to me.
Right. Mr. Bachchan, we've spoken about your father's influence on you many times. Something about your mother. How has she influenced you? I believe she was a teacher as well, and I think she was from Layalpur, which is Faisalabad. I think you have tweeted to a fan recently that she used to teach at Lahore Government College. So something about your mother? How
she came from a very aristocratic, affluent Sikh family.
Right.
My grandfather was a bar at law who worked out of Karachi. My mother was born in Layalpur, which is now Faisalabad. She studied in Government College, Lahore, and all her youth was spent in Lahore in Government College, and she eventually ended up teaching there as well until she met my father and she married.
Right.
So I just feel that I've had a great opportunity of a combination of both the East and the West. The West from my mother, because she came from this very British nannies and a very almost elitist living.
Sure.
And finest of educations, and coming out from Lahore, which was always known as the Paris of the East.
Right.
And then to come to Allahabad and meet my father, who was very middle class and more Eastern, very conventional, very traditional in all his viewpoints and his culture. But they never ever transgressed each other or never disagreed with each other to a point where it would, disturb both their thinking. My mother knew that my father was a creative person and he needed to be have his space for his writing. My father knew that my mother was full of life and joy and happiness.
Mr. Bachchan, I had a question for you. Your mother, as you said, you played many characters, and be it Iqbal from Khuli or Anthony from Amar Iqbal Anthony. Many religions, people from all religions, they tend to own you. You are a part of their milieu, their day-to-day celebrations, and many other aspects as well. How do you feel? Because India is a unique country, the kind of religions that we have and the diversity of people that we have. How do you react when you meet people from all across the nation, and they have such reverence for you and they express it in their own style? Aapka kya feeling aapka hota exactly?
I just feel that it's not because of any one individual or one character that I have played.
Sure.
It's actually coming out of the content which is called Indian cinema. And Indian cinema is one factor that I feel I can unofficially say is the greatest integrator that there is in this country. There are so many institutions that actually divide us apart and keep us and lead us in different paths. But it is the cinema that actually brings all of us together. When we all sit inside a darkened hall, we never ask whether the person sitting next to me is a Hindu or a Muslim or a Sikh or a Isai.
Absolutely.
We look at the same film, we dance at the same dances, we laugh at the same jokes, we sing the same songs, we cry with the same emotion. Where in the world do you get this kind of integration? So to me, the Indian cinema is one of the greatest integrators that brings communities together, brings people together, rather than divides them apart. And therefore, I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a part of that fraternity.
So any of the roles that you personally feel that has something that is your dream role in a way, because so you've been reinventing yourself. Many would say that the last 10 years or so have been the best phase of your career, because you've been coming up with some really. You've had 2 national awards as well.
I get better opportunities now to do different kinds of diverse roles, as opposed to earlier years when I was only playing the leading man. The leading man has limitations in what he can do as far as his characterization is concerned. But at this age, obviously, you get an opportunity to play all kinds of roles, and that's very interesting.
Yash Chopra ji recently, his 80th birthday celebration, he said that the reason why he was able to wrap up Kabhi Kabhi and Diwar at the same time, both the films were being shot at the same time, is that he had two of the most punctual actors in the industry, Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor. Something about your punctuality, sir, it's legendary.
I don't see why somebody should be surprised by that. If I have been asked to come at a particular time, I must make sure that I come there. Otherwise, why tell me the time? I just feel it would be very disrespectful if I did not arrive at the given time. Yes, there are moments when circumstances are there and you cannot reach there on time, but I think that it's only customary that you at least inform them that you got delayed and you're on the way or whatever it is. But yes, if somebody has told me or given me a particular time, whether it is in film or whether it is an event or whether it's for an interview, I'd like to be there on time.
So finally, if you have to just say something to your fans who've been just watching all across the world and who are celebrating your birthday in their own special way, in their own quite special way, in any different part of the world, in fact, what do you have to say to them, sir?
Just my very grateful thanks for celebrating this day and making me feel so wonderful and nice. You have all been very supportive to me, to my films, to me personally in many of the episodes that I have gone through. Your prayers have always been with me. I just hope that you will continue with that and give me an opportunity to do my best for you.
Mr. Bachchan, at any point of time, can we see a compilation of your blogs in a form of a book or something? Can you see that happening?
Yeah, I don't personally feel it's worthwhile doing something like that, but there are people who have been advising me and approaching me to do it. Let's see, only time will tell.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir, and happy birthday to you once again.
Thanks very much.
That's all from Hungama. Keep on watching.